So let everybody know who you are, man.
It sounds like I'm about to do a freestyle when you say it like that.
Man,
Fuck driller from East London.
regardless of what you say in the show, drink responsibly, yeah?
I'm Jamali Maddix. This is Drunk History, where we get drunk and talk about history.
What are you drinking, though?
Fuck it, anything. Do you know what my favorite thing about today has been, though? It's the white runners having to call you rap man.
Right, that's man's name.
That's been
you know
my
what's funny
favorite
as
thing
well?
of the whole day.
You see
is
what's
a middle class
about
white
that?
lady having to say, "Excuse me, rap man." All right, rap man, sit back and relax.
I'm relaxed, bro.
I can tell. You got the tight tracksuit on, you know what I'm saying? You're relaxed. You know
I prefer the word fitted.
So you can say what you say, but it is what it is. All right, now listen, I'm going to tell you this story about the Sons of Africa.
Try. That's a powerful name, you know.
But listen, I didn't come up with the name.
Oh, nah, that's a big boy name.
That is a bad boy name. So it's the Sons of Africa, right? From the 1700s to the 1800s, right? So it's a 100-year period. It was a sick link up. Yeah, it was all these different brothers coming together in England to end slavery.
In England, yeah?
In England.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Black history in England. So boom, this is what happened, right? But the first guy I'm gonna talk about is called Sancho, right? He just owns a shop. That's all he's doing. He just owns a shop and shit. He ain't selling crepes. He ain't selling nothing like that. He's just selling a bit of bread, bit of cheese, selling, you know what I mean, whatever. And he's just doing his shop thing. He's just like, hey, how you doing, Sancho? Yeah, I'm good. What do you want? Bread. Cool. But then what happens is Sancho realizes that with the fact that he's a property owner and he's a shop owner, he can vote.
Power.
So he goes down to the voting office. He's strutting. Just what I'm saying. He's doing that lean with the shoulder.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He walks down to the voting poll. He gets there, and there's a bunch of white men. And they look at him all shocked and that. They're gasping. You know what I'm saying? One guy faints. Who's this black man voting? And he goes, Sancho, innit? And they go, you can't vote. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, oh, you can't vote. He goes, oh, yeah. Man's voting, innit? And they go, what gives you the right to vote? And he goes in his back pocket and he pulls out this long scroll and he goes, and he goes, man's a landowner, innit? Man's a shop owner. And he goes, oh no, this is changing the democracy of the... And he goes, I don't even care. And he drops it, but he catches it with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? He goes, like that. White people are gasping. They're like, and he's just like, drops it in. Boom. He became the first black man to vote in the UK on record.
That's mad.
And there was another guy, right, called Ottobah Cugaono.
It sounds like you put an accent on there.
Right, it
Was
does,
that for my
innit?
benefit? Because if it is, I don't mind it. I can accept it.
I want to be authentic.
Okay, I respect it.
Right? If there's a Jamaican guy comes up, you can do the accent.
Yeah,
Right?
man. Yeah, no, you know what? I get it, man.
Ottobah Cugaono. I can't say it without the accent. Ottobah Cugaono.
All right, Roger.
So basically, what this guy does, right? He basically wrote about the emancipation of slavery. Like, he wasn't having it. He was like, but this slavery thing is done.
I agree.
I'm over it. So he basically wrote the book. Then he said, but it's missing something. And he's rubbing his chin. And he goes, what's it missing though? What's it missing? You know what it's missing? It's missing the demand of the emancipation of slavery. Right? So that's what he writes in his book. And he's rubbing his chin when he's writing it. He's like, Bob, how can I really write this? And he goes, you know what? I can't write the demand of emancipation without writing my life story with it. You know what I'm saying? And when he's writing it, he's like, you know what? Yeah, now this is a good book still. This is a decent book, you know. Because all these other guys are writing books, but this book here, this is going to be the one. And then what he did was he tried to send his autobiography to King George III. Right? He kept on sending him copies. But he probably sent him 4 or 5 books, innit? And he sent it to him. He was like, yo, check this book real quick. You're going to feel it, right? George is like, nah, fuck that. Threw it in the bin. Nah, not for me.
He didn't even see the first page. You saw the first name.
Bro, listen, he saw the parcel. He was like,
Exactly
iguana,
that.
fuck that, right? He weren't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, there's another guy. For fuck's sake. Olaudah Equiano. Olaudah, right? Olaudah Equiano was a slave. He was like, bruv, dead that. Got his piece together, bought his freedom. He's been around the world. He gets to London, he looks around and he goes, you know what? This is all right. Yeah, this is calm. I'm gonna chill here for a bit. So boom, he's in England, yeah? He's getting mad angry, innit, and pissed off. He's looking around. He's like, yo, like, everybody's making money off slavery. And he's looking at everything. He's looking at the museums, and he goes, slavery money. He's looking at the parliament. He goes, slavery money. He's looking at the monarchy. He goes, slavery money. All of this is based on the financial recuperation. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm saying it. Of slavery. And he's just like, you know what? Fuck that. That's done. I'm not having that, yeah? And then he goes, you know what? Dead this. I'm gonna write a book. You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna write a book about? Should I write a book about the idea of slavery? Nah. Should I write a book about the finance? Nah. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna write a book about my life. This is pre-typewriter, innit? He's writing with a feather pen. You know them old school feather pens?
When you put it in the ink.
In the quills. You know them old school ones where every verb he has to dip it. Like he's like pa pa pa. You get me? He's like pa pa pa. Dip. Let me write about this slavery shit. Pa 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 pa. And he writes his autobiography. And at first people didn't realize that black people could write. He said, nah, fuck that. So he wrote. You know what I'm saying? Like he realized the power is in the pen, not the sword. So he wrote. And he's just like, you know what? This slavery's dead. I ain't having it. Obviously, more eloquent words than that, but you get the gist, right?
Who was copping it? Was it only blacks or was it whites as well?
But white people copping it too. There was a couple white people, they got to page 5 and they're like, wow, this black man can write. You know what I'm saying? Like they were feeling it, right? So that even gave a sort of spark the idea of like, yo, these black people can write, you know? The book becomes a bestseller, and then it sort of humanizes the idea that these people were slaves, but they're actually humans and not property. So I'm trying to hold it together, innit? So it's like, don't hold it together. All right, you say that. One day, they hear about the Zong massacre, right? Where 133 slaves were thrown overboard.
What the fuck?
The slave owners realized that in insurance, they would get more money if they threw them overboard. Boom, they all come together now, yeah? They decided that if it's happening to them, it's happening to us. They started writing to Parliament and they said, listen, the slave conditions going across the transatlantic is too fucked up. We can't deal with it. So all the MPs were getting these letters about the Zong massacre. And at first Parliament just like, they'd be like, Zong's bin. And then the bin got too high. And then one MP's like, all right, fuck it. Let me read this letter real quick. So he reads the letter and he goes, slaves overboard. He goes, rubs his chin a little bit and he goes, all right, I don't really give a fuck, but let me go see the situation, right? So he goes over and what he sees is the horror of what these slaves are having to come to. So what he doesn't end slavery. He improves the conditions of the slaves being transported, which isn't a win, but it's a move forward in the abolition of slavery.
So that's down to the Sons of Africa though?
Bro, it's only down to the Sons of Africa. Because without the Sons of Africa, these people would have been voiceless. Once the abolition of slavery happened, in the background, the Sons of Africa were like, yo, that was us, innit? The MPs were like, nah, I think that was our doing. And they were like, nah, fam, that was us, innit? Stop fucking about, stop taking our glory. That's us, innit? But that's what happens, innit? Throughout history, they don't actually give the people who actually done the legwork the credit.
Yeah, nah, that's standard. Even till today, we still don't get our credit.
During this time, the Sons of Africa risked assassination, deportation, financial ruin, but they carried on. They kept on moving, they kept the thing going. And without those people, where would we be today? You gotta understand that there were so many other people in this movement that we don't even know about.
Are you saying you weren't just them three, no?
No, I'm talking about there's all these names that are coming across the screen right now. Like all of these people were the movement of betterment of black people across the world.
Big them all up.
They say black history, but there's no such thing as black history. It's just history.
And that should be across the board.
Without these brothers, the Son of Africa, the white abolitionists wouldn't even have the idea to free black people.
I can believe that. You taught me today. I feel like I've learned. Big yourself up, man. Schools, if you're watching this, put that on your curriculum.
Yeah, I don't think school's going to be watching this.
Wow.
Because there's just two dudes with gap teeth getting drunk.
But we're not playing no
gap
lines.
tooth gang.
Some of them ask me when me get it from. Some of them ask me when me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey yo, what time?